All right. Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here, and we are live. Just letting you all come inside the room right now. I just sent a message out into my mailing list. We are broadcasting live right now on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter Periscope. So if you got the message from my mailing list to come over, I want you to put up the number 1. And let's get this party started. Hello, everybody. I just sent out the message. I was finishing up the some things behind the scenes, just getting ready for the broadcast so that we could be able to take phone calls. I want to do a mental health check, see how we're all doing out there today. I woke up this morning just feeling like I was ready to cry, really. And then I spoke with an associate of mine who told me some jokes and then told me some horrible things and then gave me some good news about their finances. And then I felt a little bit better. I had to actually scream out safe word, safe word, safe word several times for this person to stop talking about politics. And I don't know how many of you have seen my broadcast where I'm giving tips on how to, you know, talk about politics with loved ones, especially when it can get very contentious. If you saw my broadcast, put up the number 2. Put up 2 if you saw my broadcast. So welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. Hey. All right. So the phone lines are open. I'm going to take some of your phone calls. The number is 323-488-3149. And the phone lines are open. I'm going to speak to you here in the comments. I'm going to speak to you. Um, I'm going to speak to you all. My shirt, how do I fix this? Let me just pull it down there. This is it. Look, it's one of those days. Just one of those days that a girl goes through. Just one of those days. Don't take it personal. All right. So I want to know what it is that you're feeling. I'll tell you what it is that I'm feeling. I feel like I can't trust my fellow countrymen and women. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who secretly don't care about our pain, but actually revel in it and will do whatever it is that they need to do to maintain their power, dominance, influence, and supremacy. That's how I feel. I didn't mince any words, did I? So you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. I feel like people can't be trusted. I feel like people can't be trusted. All right. Let me get my thing in. Phone. Oh, you know what? I will get the telephone number across the bottom. There we go. Phone number is ticking across the bottom of the screen in case you want to call in, or you can just tell me in the comments how you're feeling. We're talking about anything because we're not only are we in the middle of an election, but we're also in the middle of a tremendous pandemic where a lot of people have lost people. It's closing in closer and closer. The more and more people I speak to, the more and more people are finding infections in their home, in their friend's home, in their parents' home. People are getting lax. And here we go. First call. Hi, you're on the air live. What's your name?
Tina. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, I just got to do a check to make sure that the people can hear you. Can you hear Dina okay?
Tina.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Dina. Can you all hear Tina okay? And I need you to tell me what her volume is like compared to mine and if there's any echo or anything like that. I hear an echo inside of the phone. So it means that your computer or something is up.
Okay, I'm going to turn that down. All right.
This is not your first time calling, so you know that you need to turn that down when you get on the air.
Oh, no, this is my first time.
No, it ain't. Is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, welcome then. Welcome. So you got to
Well,
pass. You got to pass.
thank you. I just had clicked on, actually, and the mental health. I'm sitting here just like so much anxiety. I'm a 51-year-old woman from Chicago, African American, that has suffered abuse um, um, from the age of 4 until like 12 or whatever.
Oh,
But I'm
wow.
a survivor,
Okay.
and Oh no, I'm just
Hold on,
triggered.
Tina. I'm so sorry. They're saying that you are half my volume. So let me try to get you up a little bit, okay? Because I want them to be
Okay.
able to hear you.
Oh, I love you so much.
Hold on, it's coming through. Let's see. Hmm, here. Okay. So it looks like this is the only way that I could get the volume up. Say something now. Let's hear your volume. Let's see how it is.
Tanya TKO.
All right, let her know how her volume is right now. We're just doing a quick audio check. Okay, so just say something. Count your ABCs. I just want
A B C D E F G.
Okay, they're saying they can hear you fine. All right,
Okay.
so go ahead. So you said that she says that she suffered abuse from the age of 4 till about 12. She's 51 years old and she's feeling anxiety right now.
During it was because I was burned, 3rd-degree burns on my buttocks area, vag area, and my left. They took skin from my left leg. My mother was at the time. She just said she wasn't there. She was out. This voting thing going on. This was 1973 at the time.
Mm.
So fast forward now, the elections. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't vote. Um, 1867, 1865, the new laws that's added onto those laws, it makes no sense to me. Those laws had nothing to do with me. I don't like, I know there's a lot of people probably out there, but you have to go vote. People have been voting for most of my life, and there's no change. My anxiety, again, we were talking about mental health, and I don't want to get thrown off and hold you and let somebody else get on because I am a survivor. But with this election and
I'm
this,
sorry. What is it that you can complain about? You don't vote. What can you really say? You don't vote. You don't participate in the process. So can you complain? You don't participate. What can you
I'm
say?
not complaining. I'm saying I have anxiety.
Okay.
This was a mental health call. What was it not?
You started talking about the election and then you started talking about how you don't vote. We're in the middle of an election right now. We just got hung up on. I mean, you all know my stance. You know my stance. Come on. If you sitting here, come on now. Listen. How is your mental health this day after the election? Okay? How is your mental health? Alfonso said you have to learn. No. People not voting is causing other people anxieties. You're on the air live with Tanya. Listen, let me just say this right now. If you have not voted, do not call my line today. All right? Do not call my line today if you have not voted. Period. It's as simple as that. Now we just got hung up on again. I don't listen. Do not call my line if you have not voted. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. And if there's anybody who has a problem with that, you can click off of the broadcast. Don't call me today if you do not vote and if you did not vote in this election. You don't have anything to say to me today and you're going to get screamed on. All right? It's as simple as that. Simple. So then now that you know what my stance is, when you call here, please understand. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Marlon.
Hi, Marta. Can you turn on your computer in the background? Because there's an echo. Just talk to me through the phone.
Okay.
All right. So, Marlon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely positively fantastic. I've been wanting to call in on your show, and Ben, I'll tell you, hadn't had the opportunity to, so I'm grateful.
Okay, so I'm so happy. So we're doing a mental health check right now in relation to the election and the pandemic and all that's going on.
It's a lot going on, Tanya. A lot. But you know what? I feel hopeful. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that Biden can clinch it, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
And how is that? How is the lack of knowing? How close this race is weighing in on you and other people out there? How is that? How is that feeling this morning?
I think that I feel hopeful,
Okay.
but man, I feel scared too. I feel scared.
What is it that's making you feel scared?
Because I feel like this is an opportunity for us um to bind together. Like I actually like what Ice Cube's proposal is to put our vote together into one block, and because I'm not dedicated to any particular party. I believe in if if they're offering what we want, this is what we need to do. Does that make sense?
No, I don't understand. Say that if they're offering what we want, this is what we need to do. What does that
If
mean?
if they serve our agenda, right? If they serve our agenda as a people, then that's the party that I'm willing to be loyal to. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I would consider myself a conservative, but dedicated to neither party.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I mean, I hear you.
You don't agree with that? That's fine. But on a day like today, I just feel that whatever happens is going to happen. But I know that I think that we as a people, we've come a long way no matter what happens.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling and checking in.
Well, thank you for answering.
All right. You have a great
Have
day.
a super day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. All right. So, listen. Okay. I'm going to disconnect the Facebook broadcast because all right. Okay. We've disconnected the broadcast from Facebook, and I'm not in the space for the shits today. I'm just really not. And I find that Facebook is a very toxic place with a lot of people who are they are in some other realm over there on Facebook, and I'm just not in the mood for it this morning. I want to see how people are doing mentally, how you're doing, and I'm not going to allow people to come and stress me this morning with the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I disconnected Facebook from the feed. I disconnected Facebook. We are broadcasting live right now on YouTube and Twitter Periscope. F everything else. You know what I'm saying? I find that people, it's strange because people on Facebook, their profiles are connected, but I find them to be a lot more fake. You know what I'm saying? I find it to be a very strange place. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, this is Annette.
Hi, Annette. How are you?
Kind of anxious and nervous. I mean, I'm a Democrat, so, hoping for the best, but getting a little nervous. I kept waking up all night, checking to see what was happening. I work with this lady. She's white. And when Trump won 4 years ago, she started crying at work. She was so upset about it. And the other day, she said, I'm taking off next week. Like, she's been arguing with her family members on Facebook and everything like that. And at first, I wasn't so anxious. I was like, oh, we're going to win, blah, blah, blah. And then now that it's here and I'm looking at, how close it is, I feel like a lot of people said a lot of things, but then went and did the opposite. Well, as you know, they do. Went and did the opposite of what they said, because I just feel like it shouldn't be this close. One.
Right.
Two, I'm upset because I see people like Ice Cube and stuff doing all this stupid stuff at the last minute, and then black people jumping on that train of, first of all, a man who has called black women bitches for over 20 years in rap doesn't represent me.
Yo,
And
girl, testify.
so, I just get tired of black people doing the thing of the ones who don't vote do the most complaining. One. Two, the ones who flip flop at the last minute. We've already seen what he has done. He's done 4 years of nothing but causing discord. Not to say that discord doesn't already exist, but the president is not supposed to be in the mix of it. He's supposed to be the president for everyone, not just for the white people, not just for the Republicans, not just for the rich people. So when I see black people that act like they don't understand that, and yet they're not even rich, they're not in the 1%. They can't even say he's helping them, whether it be with their taxes. I'm talking about regular, everyday black folks. I'm like,
How is your mental health this morning, my dear?
My mental health is all over the place because it's like I'm studying for my master's and I'm working from home and I can't even concentrate because I just want it to be over with. But I don't know. I mean, normally I'm very positive, but it's kind of bringing me down today. I can't lie about it. I'm glad I don't have to go out anywhere because I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get all whatever, but yeah, I definitely feel anxious and I just don't feel like myself today. And I know when I say it out loud, I feel stupid for saying it because
Why?
I feel like, well, it shouldn't affect me this much. I mean, I know who's in charge. It does affect our lives, but I think because this man has shown us who he is.
Yeah.
And this just shows me a lot of people really just don't care.
Yeah.
They don't even care about things that are in their best interest. So,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. So what are you going to do today for self-care?
Oh boy. Well, last month I did a 30-day workout. And so this month I'm still on the roll of that. So I'm just going to continue with my workouts and just try to relax and take time to myself. I'm trying to stay away from the TV because I kept getting up all night checking it. So right now I'm just gonna kind of do my job so I can make my money, and then after that I'm just gonna study and just read up on some things and just take time to myself today. And no matter what happens, just try to find the good in it, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Continue to do your self-care and keep your head up. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you so much for taking my call.
All right then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So welcome in, everyone. Right now, we are broadcasting live on YouTube and on Twitter Periscope. We had to disconnect the Facebook feed because people were just cutting up over there. Turn down your computer in the background. You're on the air live.
Hi, good morning. It's Tanya. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. What's your name?
Nina. We actually spoke before on your visualizing your dreams piece. It was almost a year ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, I was the mom in the process of working through the foster care system for adoption.
Oh, yeah. How did it turn out?
Well, I have had my 2 babies now for a year and a half, actually. My daughter just turned 2 and my son is a year.
How
And things
nice.
have been just amazing. Yes. Well, I wanted to first say thank you for everything that you do. I've been watching for a while and I got just as upset when they're calling in with that nonsense. So I just wanted to speak on my piece on it. Mental health, right?
Yeah.
Mental health. 2020, they scream at you. Mental health, right? But it seems like anytime you choose an outlet or you try to do something, people condemn you or get upset about that too. So specifically when it comes to the election, I'm going to talk on that first.
Okay.
In the past, I could admit, younger Nina didn't do politics. Why? I have never seen a political conversation that ended with a thank you for that talk. I'm so open to your views now. You know what I mean? I've never seen a political conversation go well.
Okay.
That being said, it really hurts my heart. We're talking about mental health. It hurts my heart. I'm going to take it back to the caller like 2 calls ago. Oh, well, I don't vote. How can you not vote in this election? I don't understand. I live in California, Northern California, right? Typically, California is blue. We know that, right?
Right.
This specific election, the town I come from is a country town in California.
We talked about this the other day. I was in a red town. How are you feeling this morning in the middle of this election? The person who called in and said that she didn't vote, I've screamed on people who didn't vote. I don't want to continue to hash that out. I would really rather talk about your personal experience.
I'm nervous because I'm fearful of the outcome.
Okay.
It has been a hell of a year for everybody, right? I think we all can agree on that. And I'm fearful that if Trump goes on for another 4 years, that the hate and the open racist comments that I have just been hearing, like splash over social media in my own town shopping, that if Trump wins, that people will feel like, okay, go time. We can speak, do what we want, treat people how we want. I mean, it's been happening, but I feel like it's going to worsen. On the flip side of that, I feel like if Biden wins, the riots and just the anger from the Trump supporters, I feel like that could be really bad too. So waking up this morning, I couldn't sleep last night. I kept checking, what's going on. I'm just very uneasy about the situation. On top of that, we have COVID. We've been on quarantine for almost 300 days. So it's hard to focus on mental health when so much is going on. Like, I'm worried. I'm worried for our country. And I guess that's where I'm at this morning. I'm worried no matter which way it goes, but I'm very, very much hoping that Biden takes it.
Okay. So what are you going to do for self-care?
Self-care, what we do pretty much every day, wake those babies up, kiss them, get them ready for the day, go on a nice walk around, our little court here, because that's all we can go. And, I just try to take a moment and, for me, singing is my thing. So if I'm feeling super frustrated or I just can't process something, I will go belt it out in the shower or grab my karaoke mic, and it's probably my plans for today.
Okay, wonderful. Do you want to sing a sentence or two for us to lift the people's spirits or lift your own?
Oh, girl. I would, but I just woke up, girl. You hear this? You hear that morning voice?
You could go ahead and give us a sentence, right?
Okay. Is there something you want to hear, Tanya?
I sing because I'm happy.
No, you didn't. Okay, hold on.
I sing because
I'm happy. He's so special, and I know he's watching.
Yay! Okay. Thank you. That brightened people's days.
Good day.
All right. All right. You have a good one.
You too. Bye, Tanya.
All right. Bye. All right. So if that brightened your day, put up the number 3. If that brightened you. That definitely brightened me. I'm glad I logged off of the Facebook feed because it was just too much. It was too much over there. It was just too much. Yay, see, the people were brightened by that. All right. So next up, who's going to be the next caller? So we have a bunch of threes coming in. Thank you, Shark, Into the Spirit, Christina, Miss W. I'm so glad that you all. We got somebody coming in from Twitter commenting. I'm getting all of these text messages right now. If you're not able to get through, just try back again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm getting text messages about things that I need to do that I have not done. Phone lines are open 323-488-3149. We're doing a quick mental health check with how it is that you're feeling in terms of the election and what's going on. You're on the air live right now with Tanya. What's your name?
I'm on. Hi, Tanya. My name is Elle.
Hi, Elle. How are you?
I'm fine this morning. You?
Oh, ciao. Listen. Listen,
You look really pretty as always.
Do I? This is the pretty look. This right here with my, I guess because I ain't been down low enough that I got my Goku here, my Dragon Ball Z here going on. I guess the camera's too low. So yeah, I feel like I can't trust my fellow countrymen. I feel betrayed, honestly, that the race is so close. I feel like they don't really care about us. I feel like we're a minority in a country that doesn't really care about us. So that's how I feel.
You know what? I guess I'm taking like a different approach to all of this.
Oh, let's hear your approach. Let's hear it. I want to hear. Maybe it'll be helpful.
You know, I hear a lot of people. You just mentioned that the race is so close. To me, that just gives me a little bit of hope. Maybe not in this election, but in elections going forward. Like we're seeing a purpling kind of our country, where like states that are traditionally red are starting to now look so red as they used to look. I mean, you had Nevada, they turned blue. They haven't been blue in like 25 years. So I'm just thinking, like, I think as the country gets a little bit older and certain generations like pass away, I think this country is going to be a little bit more progressive as time goes on. And then regarding like people not voting, I don't know, because with this election, I mean, we're seeing record numbers. We're seeing that people are turning up for early voting. Like I early voted, my mom early voted. The lines were so long here in Illinois, and I think people are they are out here making their voices heard. I mean, I'm pretty independent. I don't really care for the two-party system, but even I went out and I voted blue because I'm like, you know what? I don't want that man in office, but I'm just one vote out of 3 out of millions of people, and so I have to respect everyone's choices. As long as you're out there voting, I'm happy. But I'm just trying to think positive, look at the glass half full. I mean, this country is changing. People aren't liking it, but clearly we're seeing that states are changing their outlooks politically. So that's just my look on things.
Well, thank you. And so what are you going to do for self-care?
I have your self-love book.
I know that's right.
This morning. I bought the last one because I think Amazon was like selling out of them, but I bought the last one and I've just been in it. I love this book. I'm like, I really love this book. And so hopefully you make more, because I'm going to buy more for Christmas for the women in my family. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And just my job gave us the day off yesterday, so I've just been like organizing and cleaning. So
okay,
but yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I'm just working on getting more books published right now, but we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them in stock. I'm also working on a game. So so thank you so much for calling in. And that's a good idea. I'm going to go write in my book this morning, because my copy is up on there, because they should not be behaving this way. Like these, you know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. All right. Well, you know what?
Okay,
I
everybody be
appreciate.
okay.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Thank you for
It will.
calling in.
All right.
All
Bye bye.
right. All right. So I appreciate all of you who have come out. My publicist was texting me. She's texting me like crazy because Fox wants me on their broadcast and she needs a professional photo of me, a new one. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Alexis.
Hi, Alexis. How can we help you today? How is your mental health?
It's been okay. It's better than I thought.
Okay.
Cause yeah, actually yesterday I woke up like very early. I live in Los Angeles,
Okay.
and it's a pretty white neighborhood. So the lines were like, I mean, I just walked right in, I voted, and got out. I was like nervous for like, I would say 10 minutes or so. And then for some reason, which I really don't know why, I think there's a part of me that knows that regardless of if I beat myself up or not, it's not going to change what's going to happen. So I just kind of relaxed. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous because I did vote blue because I'm tired of this man and the way he handled COVID mostly. But, I'm tired of other things. But that part right there really annoys the crap out of me.
Okay.
But as far as self-care goes, I usually just cuddle. Like, I don't want to say cuddle, but I take care of myself. Like, I go on like a spa day, like a in-house spa day where
Okay.
I would just take care of my me physically. I got on this diet recently.
Okay.
Where I really drink a lot of water, like a gallon a day, and I cut my calories, and so I would just take care of myself, do my nails and massage, and I don't know, soak my feet. It helps, but
Okay.
yeah, right now I'm just kind of nervous, but not as bad as I thought I would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm happy to hear that. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you. Thank you.
Listening to you also helps. So
Does it?
yeah, thank you for being here. Just when
All
I
right.
saw your life, I was like, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you called in. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then have a good day. All right. So listen, I'm gonna jump out of here because I have to get some photos over to my publicist. I'll probably end up taking them myself, so I need to go get myself together for all of that. I don't know if I'm in the best state myself mentally to be able to talk with other people because I was screaming on people
Hello.
today. Yes, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your
Hey,
name?
Tanya. This is Tanya.
Hey, you called me right before I turned off the phone lines. Let me go and do that right now.
Okay.
All right. So what's up, my dear?
Hey, not much. I'm good. I'm nervous.
What are you nervous
Um,
about? About this whole election thing?
yeah, it definitely has me on edge because it's so close, and I hope this clown doesn't get back in again. So I'm a little nervous. Yesterday, being at work yesterday kind of like helped me not focus on that. Although my coworker was acting crazy, one of them probably
Mm-hmm.
just want to get fired. But
What?
yeah, this one chick decided she wanted to act out and wild out, and we had to call human resources
Wait. What
over.
was the person doing?
She started talking about George Floyd.
Oh
And
Lord.
she started talking about that. It was started out like a light conversation with some other coworkers, and then they started talking about the people that were protesting. And
Oh
I
Lord.
the lady and her husband that pulled the gun out on the people. She said,
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah, if those mother effers was on my lawn, I would shot them dead," and all this stuff. And I'm like, she just would start flipping out. And religion and politics bring the worst, whatever it is in you, out. So
Yeah.
she just was flipping, and it was just a mess. It became a big mess, and they had to send her home because
I know
she
that's right.
wouldn't. Yeah, I was like, you getting up out of here with that nonsense, So they end up sending her home, and that was a mess. But work kept me busy because it was very busy at work. So I didn't have to focus so much on that. But then today I wake up and I'm like nervous, like my nerves is on edge because
Really?
it's too close, and it's too close.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that really gets to me, that it's so close. Because I thought for sure we were gonna make a statement. And it's disturbing how many people still, after all of his atrocities, still support this man. I think it's I just wanted to wake up and this whole nightmare that we've been in for the past 4 years be over.
Right. And that's just what it felt like, a nightmare. And if I believe if Trump loses this, it's not because people didn't vote for him. It's going to be because of the COVID situation, how he handled that. I think that's what's going to cause him to lose. Not all the other shenanigans and crap that he did, but that particular thing is going to be the cause of him losing it, which I'm happy with that anyway. But I think that's going to be the reason why he loses, because of COVID.
Well, I mean, look, this is where we are as a country. I'm just surprised and stunned by the country. I'm surprised by us as a nation. And, the first time, people could call it a fluke, but this time around, with people, this is on purpose this time. This is on purpose. And it says a lot about our country to the world, It says a lot about us.
And it's so crazy. It's a lot of Black people that's voting. I'm like, what is wrong with them? It's a lot of Black people that's voting for Trump. And I'm just like, shocked. Like, I don't get it. Or they just don't vote at all. Like, it's a lot that's not voting, and then it's a lot that's voting for him, and I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, I can't just look. I don't get it either. I don't get it. I don't get it either. But
I bought your book to work with me yesterday, and then I'm reading this other book about mastering your emotions. I had both of those books on deck when I went to work yesterday because I knew it was going to be some fool acting a fool. I was like, I need to back up to keep me focused.
Yeah. Listen, I just look. I'm at a loss for words. I really don't even know what to say. I'm just at a loss because I'm like, I really don't know what it is that we are doing as a country. I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe. And I don't think that people care whether or not we feel safe.
They don't. And I just feel like whoever wins is going to be some anarchy, some crazy nonsense is going to happen.
I don't think so.
You don't? I don't know. I feel that way. I just feel on that. Even at like the hospital I worked at, they were expecting, I don't know what they was expecting. They was like, oh, we're locking the hospital down. I'm like, for what? Is some active shooting going on? Oh, no, because of the election. I said, oh, my God, stop, really? But then I started thinking, like, I guess it kind of got in my head, like, well, what is something,
Listen, these people are cowards. They're cowards. They don't have it in them to stand up out there and do nothing. They could be in the shadows. And this is why the country looks the way that it does now. This is why people are going into the booth to vote in silence, because they're cowards. This is why when they wanted to do the things that they wanted to do, they put on hoods and sheets and they covered up their faces, because they're cowards. They're just cowards. And they don't have the testicular fortitude. They don't. They're cowards, and they creep into the middle of the night, into the dark of night, and they wreak havoc that way because they're weak and they're cowards. And this is why they feel that they have to, pick up arms and shoot from afar, because they got no hands, they got no balls, their ovaries are shriveled with their shriveled up faces, and they're cowards. Oh, I said it. I did. I said it.
Yeah.
They're cowards.
You're right.
It's like they could talk a good game when they're amongst one another and trying to hype each other up. But when all was said and done, they were silent, and then they went into the booth and they spoke in the booth, and we hear them loud and clear. And this is why we need to make changes ourselves and do what it is that we need to do, because we know that these people are cowards and we cannot depend on them to do the right thing. It's as simple as that.
That's true.
Yeah, I said what I said. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. We may go back live later. I just, especially after I do my makeup and stuff, this is a hard day. This is a really hard day. For me, it's a really hard day because I just waited for this nightmare to be over.
Yeah, it's hard even trying to keep your vibrations up with this going on. Like you try to stay positive, but it's hard.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and take my professional photos, right? And I am going to connect some Black people to get together so that we can have more Black babies and more Black families. And so in 18 years, we can have more Black voters. That's what I'm going to do.
That's awesome. We need it.
All right. Well, Tanya, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you all coming out. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Goodbye.
All right. All right. So I want to give a special thank you and shout out to Desiree G, who sent me $10 on Cash App and says, thanks, I needed this video. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate that. So thank you. Let me send you a heart. There we go. I just sent you a heart. Thank you. I'm going to bid you all adieu. I'll give you all a few moments to just say goodbye. And we just have to continue to move forward. Luva is saying, stop abortions first. To hell with that. Listen, the people who were aborted needed to be aborted. Because if their own mother didn't want to take care of them, then no. If that mother knew whatever was going on with that pregnancy or her life, her energy or whatever, those kids, those fetuses needed to be aborted. Those kids needed to not be born. Last thing we want to do is put women into forced births. Let's not stop abortions. Let's encourage healthy relationships. Let's encourage people to terminate pregnancies that are not going to that they do not want. If you as a mother don't want to bring this human being into the world, I trust you. And I trust you, and I respect your right to privacy for what you do in the confines of your hospital room with your primary care people. If you have made that decision, I trust you. Of sound mind and body, I trust you. And especially if you don't have sound mind and body, I trust it even more. It's as simple as that. I'm so tired of Black people with this. Let's force more niggas in this world, regardless. No, that's not what we need. We got enough of these mother effers in Chicago shooting at one another, hiding behind babies, and doing all types of craziness. No, we got enough. We have enough. We have enough. Let's do quality over quantity. This is why I'm doing my matchmaking service, to assist people in getting into quality relationships, because trust and believe, not every egg that got seminated needed to be given birth to, especially inside of some of these toxic situations. Look how many effed up individuals have come into this world. Look how many effed up ones are here now. Imagine the ones where people knew they had the wherewithal to be like, no, this is not going to happen. I trust it. And I'm all right with that. Listen, Tanya said it. I'm all right. And I just did the whole Hotepian, by any means necessary, force babies into the world. Well, you're not taking care of them. There's a depreciation. Black eggs, if you want to be a surrogate mother, Black eggs are worth less. Black children don't get adopted. They stay in the foster care system longer. They stay getting abused. I would be good and goddamned if one of my eggs was fertilized and a motherfucker tried to make me feel, oh, am I cursing? I didn't even realize it. A motherfucker tried to force my egg out into this world for somebody to do with as they please. No, bitch, no. You better fall the fuck back. That egg is going to either stay in me, or I'm going to make sure I'm going to do what it is that I need to do to make sure that my seed is not out here in the world. No, getting treated however. No, dear. No, I'm sorry. Listen. Listen. Luva is saying there are alternatives. I do not. If there's no alternative that exists with a person, that is that woman's egg. That is that woman's egg. The fetus is going to be dependent on her body, on her chemical makeup, on her vibrational makeup inside of that womb. Is it going to be a toxic womb? No, look, I trust that if she doesn't want to bring that child into the world, I trust her on it. And I do not want anybody being forced into being a human incubator. No, I think that's when people become even more messed up. Mm-mm. And then when we have all these little demons out here spazzing out and acting the hell up, pulling guns on you in the damn hallway. Good morning, everyone. Listen, I'm going to jump out of here. I will see you all in the next video. I'm not in the mood today. I'm not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood. And Mary Abdallah is saying, I will never forget that a group of us at a meeting were told no one wants the Black boys in the system. I mean, is it a truth? Is it a truth? And Luva is saying, and that's part of the downfall to the Black community. Part of the downfall is people feeling like it doesn't matter the quality of the person. Just be a nigga and you all right. Just come into the world. Just whatever. Just forced birth. Just ridiculous. Unbelievable. And Miss Molly is saying, some little cells is not a living, thinking human being. Do something about all the living children who are being abused and go home. There's that. It's like, just like the person who called up talking about they don't vote. It's like people always want to try to tell other people what they should be doing or could be doing, but they're not doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing. They're not doing. So, and KN is saying, I know someone who was forced by her parents to have a baby after she was assaulted, and she treated that child differently from her other children. See what I'm saying? Listen. And that child did not ask for that. Oh, gosh. Listen. I will see you all in the next video. Make sure that you're subscribed to my mailing list, TanyaTKO.com. Just click on subscribe there. My matchmaking service is not up and running yet. We're going to do the matchmaking show first, and that's going to be the kickoff to the service. All right. So on that note, I will see you all in the next video. I'm sorry, my vibration is just real low today. I'm going to go jump into the shower, wash my hair, wash my face, and I'm going to do my hair, take some pictures for Fox, and then go from there. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is knowing when you don't have the capacity to deal with a certain thing. And that's what I'm doing right now. I don't have the capacity for it right now. All right, peace.